Right. We just wait. This is a lot. You got some fire over there. All right. Shalom. U.S. Virginia camp. Back ahead to do what we've been called to do. Let's focus up. Before we get started, like always, we want to give all praise and glory. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, Shah, by Hashem, God, the most leaders, our teachers, the older apostles, great toasters, shalom to the whole way. And we might as well just get to the scoffers, because, you know, their time is at night. We found it very, you know, funny how you got time to scoff at us while your bills are increasing, your taxes is increasing, you know, they suffer government shutdowns, you know, society is all off balance. You got time to scoff at men that want to teach you moral principles out the scriptures, men that look like yourself.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts.
Really getting scoffed at the other one. And that's the proof that you know and it is. You got a fat ass diabetic comedian by the name of Drewski. You know, this nigga, he takes his time to put on a whole out costume, you know, and bulk the ministry. Bulk the ministry, and the guys that were standing next to him, they had a Yahweh's shirt on. They had Yahweh's name on their shirt. Death to all you niggas. Death to you niggas. We throw curses on niggas like that. I ain't usually really throw curses on people. I try to get people, you know, mercy. But them niggas, death. You got the Lord's name on your shirt. Make it more for the truth.
I was just saying, yeah, it's fucking. It's pretty much, and you pretty much just hanging yourself when you do that. Like you said, I was gonna say that you got the Lord's name on your shirt. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that you understand that this is the name of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
But you still take it upon yourself to go ahead and still scoff and mock. You know, so when judgment comes your way, we're not gonna be giving a fuck. You know, hey, the Lord told us what to watch out for. In the scripture the brother just read, these scoffers, these mockers, and these last days going according to their lust. You know, they fuck them. You know.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say the scriptures say in the law not to take the Lord's name in vain. You just took the Lord's name in vain. You just went out on highways and byways and just threw up a sacrifice video and scoffed it, saying that's right.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
How you think the Lord feel?
Yep. Yeah, the word vain means worthless or empty. So when if you use the name of the Lord without any valid reason or purpose to it, you take the Lord's name. Lord's name should only be used to glorify, edify, prophesy, you know, prayer. It other than that, you shouldn't be saying the Lord's name, or it should take it in vain. That's like you just shooting shit with somebody and you say the Lord's name just to say it. That's taking the Lord's name.
And really, he just mocked himself. You know, because it says in Galatians 6 and 7 says, "Be not deceived. God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap." And he reaping, laughing, making mockery of us out here. We're gonna have to laughing at you that don't even have this understanding that we have.
Yeah, because it ain't us. It ain't us you mocking. You know, of course, hey, we the vessels of Yahweh Shah, hey, but we the representation of Yahweh Shah. So when you do stuff like that, the Lord taking it personally. You know. Yeah, order.
Yeah, I have more on that, and then I think we have all for etymology.
Oh yeah, that word. Yeah, it's funny. God, this is the Greek word for scoffer, and it's a pig. When I get into etymology, okos about people not about name of the yeah.
Con, this is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts.
This is the word of scoffer in the etymology. It says one who expresses derision or mocking or scorn.
Yeah. Expresses derision. What does derision cause? Confusion. Yeah. You sowing confusion amongst the people. Which that's really the Lord showing other people that he don't want any of that with it, you know. So it works both ways because you bring it more eyes towards the truth. But you niggas, man, we hate you niggas. Them niggas need help. That's the only fear for a nigga now. They want to be wicked. The scriptures tell you that Jake wants to be wicked. They want to rebel. They want to be martyrs. They want to be niggas and rob, hurt, scheme. They don't want you to teach them good things. They want you to leave them the fuck alone so they can be wicked. They want the wicked to be wicked. Let them alone. And that's why the Lord is doing what he's doing on the planet Earth. You wonder why your life's fucked up. Why living is so stressful. Look at the way, look at how you behave. You people put on costumes, witches and warlocks, all these Halloween parties, not knowing that everything that you do brings a certain spirit with it, home with it. Summoning demons and all type of shit, putting these costumes, and putting this shit on your kids. You wonder why your life is. Your life is literally encompassed by demonic deeds. Niggas don't even pray. The average nigga don't even pray. And they'll say, God, they don't even pray. Niggas say, these niggas not even on their knees to pray. We live in a very dark time. That's why we're ready for hunts. You know? We're ready for hunts. We can't do anything dancing for the hunts. You put on the ocean, blue.
Right on now, definition. I think it has a little bit more percent like
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Cause I got that's for scoffer, but I got the word for scoff, and it says to jest. That's pretty much what that nigga did. He adjusted. You know what I mean? Being a fucking clown, you know, marking himself. It says jest to make light of something. It says to ridicule, to mock. It says contemptuous. It says ridicule. And you know we were like that shit we were as kids. Right? It's teeny boy. Teenagers. I know what the fuck going on. They don't know shit about life. They don't know nothing about health. They don't know nothing about mental stability. They know nothing. But they got time to score. They don't even know what his existence is for. But you got time to score. Niggas got identity crisis. Ain't no nigga finna goddamn tell me shit. You don't know what your nationality is. 25, you call yourself black. African American, you can't tell me shit. Mexican. We Hispanic. So you the people that conquer, yo, that's what you want. The fuck out of here. That's why we stand boldly and righteous. You know? Y'all weak any damn way. We dealt with, you know, where's being out here, women learn online. So come over here and ask us something. If you're a woman, come over here and ask a question. We don't teach men. That time to keep telling these women the truth. Watch it online. You got a man, ask him to come out and be quiet. You go up the block. Same thing to be sitting in men's face, acting like he listens. Yeah. For one, we gotta get the men straight first. The men are the head. We gotta get the men straight. The men are out of order. You know, we got these AUDC camps popping up left and right, doing them shit using AI. You know, thinking that shit, man. Now, when he saw you on your ass, don't be crying. He got your face on a video of doing some type of terrorist attack. He faked your ass, man. Don't be crying. You know? You think shit is a game, huh? Where you go? Yeah.
Just was warning in 1 Corinthians, first chapter, verse 21, it says, for after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not Yahweh. It pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
save them that believe. Right? So we out here on the highways and byways, okay, piping unto you, teach you the word, teach you the name, and so on and so forth. And it's so heavy why the scriptures say cast not the purpose for smart, because look what you speak with. Those is our pearl. That's our treasure right there. And you just stomping on it like it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I used to watch some skills and shit like that. I ain't watching you shit funny, nigga. It's helping you, nigga. It's death to you, nigga. For real, like it's death to you. You can die right now, and I would move on like ain't shit happened. Really. You need to be that. You need to be back in spirit. You just around here just doing all type of debauchery. He had us in the well, he had like a little stand-up show. He on stage, the Bruce Wilder. But her, she got no panties on, fat bitch. You know, the pussy was showing. Everybody in the crowd jumping on down, pussy all out. It's just fucking debauchery, man. Degeneracy, man. Niggas gotta be put back in the street. The first thing a nigga do when you get famous is show how wicked you are. You did all this to get more fame to show how wicked you are. It shows you, he said you're doing it. He said you were doing all this shit.
Because you notice all these comedians, when they reach a certain point in their career, what's a trending topic, you know, or a trend? They start to knock the Israelites, you know, they fucking Mike did it, you know, but you understand, you know, he set it up to make a mockery of the truth, you know, ultimately, so you Israelites can laugh, you see us on the highways and byways, and I ain't talking about shit, you know, but as the brother said, you know, like, the spirit is just set up that way, and the Lord didn't tap into your mind to get the understanding, so when you see his word being teach, you know, as the scriptures say, you should hear a word behind me, saying this is the way, walking in it, you know, you're not gonna be able to hear it, you know, and you're not spiritually using spiritual discernment, you know. So you want to stay blind.
Because they think it's foolish that we are here preaching.
Yeah, that's what the scripture just said. By foolishness of preaching, you know, and because the Lord, a prophecy gonna come no matter what. You know what I'm saying? The elect is gonna be sealed no matter what, you know. But it's still the foolishness of preaching. That's how we show forth our faith, you know. But y'all lack faith, and y'all think our garments, you know, there's something to mock at, you know. The message we bring. Bringing a hate message. No, this is the message of your home. So you can't get the understanding because the Lord didn't tap into it.
Yeah, like the young dude that went to the Dallas camp.
Yep.
Well, you know, you could tell he was nervous at first.
Yeah.
But then he got woman
proud.
So he got a word. Yeah. You can say stuff about it, but you can say stuff about you.
Yeah.
The elder brother,
Said that's Joshua.
yeah, y'all spoke. They said, well, what did we say that was wrong?
Yeah.
And I already predicted what the nip school was gonna say, because that's what they gonna say. Well, young women.
Yeah.
And he said, and the elder said, look, what was a marriageable age in the ancient kingdom? That's in the ancient world. Well, the flower. Okay.
Yeah.
So what age do women have their flowers? What is the period there for? You know? We're not saying you go fuck a 12 or 13. We bringing up the ways of the ancient world. What's in the scripture? Rape was a part of the ancient world. You know, that was important. That's in the scripture. There's a law on that one. We're not telling you, oh brother, you get horny and so on.
You know,
Oh, we got a wife flop over the head and bust over the back. And then there's your brother. Yes, you oh, your ass would be in the deepest dark depths of the prison. Man.
Even back then, it wasn't something that was taught. It was just, hey, this is the consequence if that happens.
Yeah, even back then, one like blows in their house. Hey, son, if the base don't get wrong, you know you flop it up. No, that ain't how you deal with it, because you got to deal with the repercussions of that. Sometimes the brothers will put you to death. Yep. What's the proof of that?
Come.
When Judah,
Simeon.
Judah and Simeon got back for their sister.
That's it.
A stinking ass Hamite.
Yeah.
They took
Took it.
Dina.
took it.
Yep.
Yeah, and they said, what? Now,
Yeah, they played.
they was supposed to let it go.
Yeah, come.
Because under our law, we have laws on the count. But they said, fuck that.
It's a planet.
Because we slid this nigga up.
Because Jacob made a deal with him. He said, if you circumcise your whole household,
Yep.
or whatever, you can have it,
Yeah.
pretty much. And you got to pay the dowry for it.
Yeah.
And they said, all right, they agreed, so on and so forth. And then Simeon and Levi, they're like,
That's up.
as soon as when they got circumcised on that day, they slaughtered all of them.
Yeah, because you know, they just got circumcised.
I think after you get circumcised, it probably take like a week or two. As a grown man.
See, to show you that they was wrong about doing that,
Mm-hmm.
so Jacob was mad at
Yeah.
Matter of fact, can I fully get that account? Because it's showing, yeah, you could take the box, but now you gotta do it with brothers coming and take your ass off. You can took their system. So we ain't telling you, oh, because it's a law, you can just take it. No, nigga, there's repercussions behind this. But in the ancient kingdom, if the father wasn't tripping, now the father could trip. He could just, oh, you took my daughter. I'm sending you up.
Yeah.
Come on back to the spirit. Special. But if he was a father that wasn't tripping, he'd be like, look, this is my dowry. This is what you gotta do for taking my daughter, you know, without her wanting to be with you. You know, it's just a law on it, man. That's not something we teach throughout. Oh, you gotta take the box. That's not what it means, man. But you simpletons, oh, they bring it up. As if the whole word don't happen every day. A lot of you niggas have been taking these bitches. The same niggas that took up their us actually even took bitches.
Exactly.
We know how you niggas are. We know how you niggas be doing.
Brother for life. They had his whole damn case in audio for him when he was in court. He took the one woman's daughter. He kept pouring liquor down her throat or whatever and just took her. And you came up against the apostles talking all that shit.
That's not how we operate, because we have a nobility mindset.
No.
Yeah. Now, there's a difference between prisoners of war, spoils.
Yeah.
That's different. We're talking about amongst
Ourselves,
our nation. We don't go amongst our women. Oh, you didn't want to give it up.
Yeah.
Cool. You know I'm 22.
Inactive. Pop.
No, man. We deal with a high standard way of living. You know, if a woman don't want to give it to us, fine. We know that we're princes. Yeah. You ain't got to give it to me. I'm getting it anyways. Yeah. The Lord got something better for me. If you don't want to be with me, that's fine. I know what I am. I know who I serve. That's how we move. We don't move off of, oh, if somebody don't give us something, we got to lash off and not get it. Cry. No, that's Esau. Really gonna count.
God, this is Genesis 34.
And this show you how Judah get. Bro, we're like, fuck that, man. We put them up.
It's Genesis 34:1. It says, and Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land, and Shechem, the son of.
Why the scripture say what? Keep it sure watch over your daughter. So really, Jacob wasn't supposed to be letting Dinah do wrong like that. But Jacob was up in age around this time. So Jacob ain't got time to be looking for his daughter everywhere. Whose job was it to keep searching everything? The sons. You got 12 sons. Why the fuck is Dinah roaming around different nations? Brothers keepers. Exactly.
It says, and with Shechem.
Well, they were just a hot fucking mess. That's how they did. What's up?
Oh, yeah.
They was just them brothers, man. They were just doing dumb shit, man. Nigga shit.
Yeah.
You know, they all had a father. They were doing some dumb shit, man.
They don't seem like he got hit up by some wolves and shit.
Yeah.
It all about.
Yeah. It says, and when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hittite, it says, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and defiled her. It says, and his soul clave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the damsel. It says, and spake kindly unto the damsel. Shechem spake unto his father Hamor, saying, give me this damsel to wife. It says that Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah, his daughter. It says, now his sons were with his cattle in the field, and Jacob held his peace until they were come. It says, and Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out unto Jacob to commune with them, and the son of Jacob came out.
So they go in the proper message.
Yeah.
Cause he like, okay, my son took your daughter box. Yeah. Let's talk this out. See if we can come to an agreement. Make her your wife. He go in the proper. Those are the proper messages.
Yeah.
The brothers was with this.
Yeah. It says, and the sons of Jacob came out of the field. It says, when they heard it, and the men were grieved. It says, and they were very wroth, because he had wrought folly in Israel. It says, and lying with Jacob's daughter, when things ought not to be done. It says, in Hamor, whom it says,
which things ought not to be done.
Yes.
It ain't supposed to be done. But shit happened. That's it. So, and Jacob knew that it's better to keep order than to just lash out and start war. Right? Go ahead.
It says, and Hamor communed with them, saying, the soul of my son Shechem longeth for your daughter. I pray you, give her him to wife. It says, and
so now Jacob is faced with a decision.
Yeah. My daughter is now defiled. Do I keep her in my house and then shout her around to other men, knowing she's been defiled? Ain't no man, no good man standard, good standard. I ain't want no. So should I do that to my daughter? So over to this man's son, which is a prince. He's a prince, right? Yeah. Okay. It says, and make ye marriages with us. So Strickland pretty much wanted to make a union online. Yep. It says, and give your daughters unto us, and take our daughters unto you. It says, and ye shall dwell with us. It says, and the land shall be before you. It says, dwell and trade ye therein. It says, he offered it. These are the faults. Yep. Look, we're gonna let you trade. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be peace between both of us. Yep. That's proper order. Because the father knew. And he followed his right mind. You gonna took my daughter box. My virgin daughter, they gonna be unless you come to me with some awfulness. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. It says, and Shechem said unto her father and unto her brethren, it says, let me find grace in your eyes. It says, and what ye shall say unto me, I will give. It says, ask me. He was like, look, give me mercy. Yeah. Whatever you want to see your sister, and just ask me anything, it's yours. So really, that's a good deal. Now, if you're in a rational, emotional state, this was true. This is true. No, fuck it. They the better. The ball is talking in. We had limit. It says, ask me never so much dowry and gift. It says, and I will according as ye shall say unto me, but give me the damsel to wife. It says, and the son of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father deceitfully and said, because he have defiled Dinah their sister. It says, and they said unto them, we cannot do this thing to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised. It says,
so they didn't agree with him.
Yep.
They're like, no, we're not with that. Yep. I don't like that idea.
To one that, but this is foolish though. We gotta go give some of that certain to the uncircumcised. He already stuck his own circumcised shit. Yeah.
You ain't giving it to me. He took it. It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah. But see, when you emotional and rational, you ain't thinking. Like, fuck that. You running down. Okay. It says, then will we give our daughter unto you, and we will take your daughters. Verse 18, it says, in their words, please Hamor, it says, and Shechem Tamar's son. It says, and the young man deferred not to do the thing. It says, because he had delight in Jacob's daughter, and he was more honorable than all the house of his fathers. And Hamor and Shechem, his son, came to the gates of the city and communed with the men of their city, saying, these men are peaceable with us. It says, therefore, let them dwell in our land and trade therein, for the land, behold, it is large enough for them. Let us take their daughters to us for wives, and let us give them our daughters. So they acting like they agree to the term. Yep. Okay, we're going to peace treaty. Yeah, we'll take women from you. We'll let you have all women. Right. It says only herein will the men consent unto us for to dwell with us. It says to be one people. It says, and every male among us be uncircumcised as they are circumcised. Every male will become circumcised for to always enjoy with us. It says, shall not the cattle and their substance and every beast of theirs be ours. It says, only let us consent unto them. It says, and they will dwell with us. And Hamor unto Hamor and unto Shechem, his sons, heard all that went out of the gates of the city, and every man was circumcised. It says, and all went out of their gates of the city. They were circumcised. They were all back and do business. We got back. That's one of them telltale signs. But it's going to be easier for us in the kingdom because when they see the power that's going to be on us, they're going to pretty much just submit. You know, of course, they're not going to have the law, statute, and commandment written in their inward parts. So they're going to go off by nature, but they're going to be shy to keep the law. That's it. It says, and it came to pass on the third day. It says when they were sore, and two of the sons of Jacob Simon, Levi, Dana's brother.
They got service for their name.
It's a surgery.
Yeah, they still sold.
Yeah, son, run down.
Uh,
Levi, man, that's one of Haitian, man. That's African Dominican, man.
The Dominican person too. They both roll that forward.
They on the same island.
Yeah. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's it.
Yeah, that island was called that.
Yeah.
So they get down, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas is crazy.
They still. That's why they crazy together.
And they hate each other.
Yeah.
On the same island.
It says, and it came to pass on the third day they were sore that the two sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, Dana's brethren, took each man his sword and came upon the city boldly, and all the males. It says, and they slew Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house and went out.
They killed all the men. Yeah. They killed the state. They killed all the friends. Yeah. And Sidney and Levi went crazy, bro. They went crazy. Now look, yes, were they justified being mad?
Yeah.
It's just yeah. All word yeah. But you don't do that when your father just made a peace agreement, because now you just make your father a liar. And now your ass is in trouble. So that's way worse than what happened with Dinah. Making your father a liar. So that's the type of shit spreads throughout the land. So you can't do no deals with Jacob. They'll stab you in the back.
Right.
They make peace treaties with you, then slew your whole face. You gotta remember, this ain't the kingdom. We ain't in the kingdom. We had to survive during these things. You had to make deals. You had to do certain things for other nations to survive. You know? You had to talk nice to certain nations that you may not have right to survive. Solomon shows you that. Solomon was marrying all them women, not just marrying all them women. He was making peace deals. And now when you can't, we not have to do that now. Because we're gonna have our inheritance.
They're gonna make peace with us.
Verse 27, and it says, and the sons of Jacob came upon the slain and the spoil of the city, because they had defiled the sister. It says they took their sheep and their oxen and their asses.
So they said, oh, we can have it anyway. Well, everything you got in, you got there.
It says, it says, and all the wealth and all their little ones, captain as well. It says, and their wives they took captive. It says, and the spoil, even all that was in the house. They said, you have your women in there. You take them.
You took well. We ain't breaking no law. Yeah. But the only thing they did is
That's what Jacob like to say now.
you gotta give them what Jacob did.
It's verse 30, and it says, and Jacob says,
That's all you can say, oh,
All word happening.
but listen to Jacob said, and his own daughter got took.
it says, and Jacob said unto Simeon and Levi, ye have troubled me to make me a stink among the inhabitants of the land.
See? Now word has gonna go out that I'm not an honorable man and I don't keep my word up. I made peace with this nation. They took my daughter, not yours. Jacob was a strong man. He understood wisdom. He understood.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. What was going on? You can make another daughter. The survival of your people is very, 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 very important. So you got warring nations. You don't have time for war. You want peace. If you can make a peace with a nation that's right next to you, make peace. David didn't have a king for peace. He was staying war all the damn time. Nobody want to live in a society where they always
That's him. Right.
I mean, that's heavy though, because that's Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter goes, he tells the time of God's for everything. Jacob knew he was a time to fulfill right now. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to keep and maintain that work and continue to do it because he was thinking about his legacy, his lineage. Why you think he got the birthright? You know what I'm saying?
Same thing he did when he came at it. Yeah, foresight. It ain't what's more important is my family. That got behind that.
Yep.
I've been toiling. I got two. I only wanted one wife. Now I got two wives.
Right.
I got family trying to do that. Esau, take what you want. And just, you know, but the sons didn't have that. They were just in that rah-rah shit.
I believe in that account.
And Jake's still right there.
Yeah, facts.
Take my
Irrational.
And you ain't wrong because they hear you. But was you wise? No, you was a fool in your actions. You can, that's why the scripture was everything alone is not expedient. They would have been better off just doing what Jacob agreed to do. Even though they got all the carnal things, the reputation. So now they got to move up. Jacob wasn't going to live forever. They got to, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, they got to have their own families and move somewhere and dwell amongst other nations. And if you do it, those nations be like, no, you can't stay here. We heard about what you did. Okay, we don't want you right now. You got a war with them. You gotta have a foresight.
It says, among the Canaanites, let me just read this again. It says, ye have troubled me to make me a stink among the inhabitants of the earth, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites, Perizzites, it says, and I will be a few. It says, and I being few in numbers, so we surrounded by these niggas, man. We gotta live here, you know. It says, it says they gathered themselves together against me.
Because how often is a prince gonna lower himself and be like, look at the prince and be like, yeah, I took him downward.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Well, he could have done some hot shit too. But he came low and he was, man, I let my rod overcome. Let me go down there and humble myself to these men. That's, you gotta respect a man like that. That's why the Lord really wanted to be 22 is dead. If a man let his rod overcome him to the point he took your sister and daughter, and he's able to humble himself to do whatever you ask of him for that. Take the quick, let that man. That's the wildest thing. Don't let emotion. If this man wanted to become your servant, you take that man as a fucking servant.
Yeah.
That man wanted to give you money for you. You can take that man's money, cattle. You take that.
Yeah.
You don't say, nah.
I was about to say,
Your daughter still the fell. They don't have to crash out at night. She might as well have a husband. She's sitting in the crib with demons on him. Man, rape me. My father killed me. That's what man. That's my first. I'll be a whore. Like just demons, you know. And making her life worse. She was going to love that man.
And you never know, she could have ended up being pregnant.
Now you got a child without a father. Broken home.
it says, last verse, it says, and they said, it says, should he deal?
This type of shit we don't have to judge if we don't see.
That's a fact.
This shit we going on with this fucking Kumo. You know, everybody, but you know, and look,
Yeah.
y'all set up an agreement. That shit figured out. Now, Kumo on the slab, fucking last spell. No, we need. Hey,
He said,
see what you did. Now, if that nation come back with war with you, that's on y'all.
Tarnishing y'all name.
You know, y'all fucking y'all should have. Just make sure y'all got supplies when it's time.
you know,
Because if your war is fucked up in the
Right.
supply chain,
Yeah.
hell, y'all better come down and correct it. You knew you were supposed to have a certain fabric in, but we had a certain. Dang shit, y'all should. You pay y'all show on time.
Now it's dope.
We told you to go in agreement with that, but you wanted the last shot. Exactly. That's why the laws are there. This is to have water.
it says, should he deal with our sister as with the harlot?
Yeah. You know, we bring that up because, like I was saying, the young dude last night went to the Dallas camp. Just emotions.
Yeah.
Just emotions. Is it not spoken about respect in the ancient world? Does it not happen every day in your current age? What are you just supposed to act like it doesn't happen? It happens, man.
Yeah, because these niggas, the word is a stumbling block for them. But they don't even realize that the word is the Amish.
They're talking about, oh, you can't get young women. Meanwhile, the young women are with the older men. When I was in school, all the young dudes getting off the bus and hopping in the car with the older men. You niggas act like you forgot what the fuck you saw.
Senior, bro.
They didn't want
Taking all the freshmen.
They didn't want niggas their age.
I'm like, damn, niggas, I ain't for me.
They want a nigga that's driving and stuff. You can't compete with them.
Bitch told me.
Yeah, right.
Bitch told me.
Resources and shit.
Bitch that liked me in school told me, "You got a car?"
I said, no, I got a fucking car.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Right.
Bitch, man, fuck, we got fucking school. But I ain't rich, man. But that show you the type of niggas they was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it also show you too that like if you don't have the certain essentials that a man's supposed to have, like if you don't have a job, a car, a place,
You shouldn't even have a
why,
woman.
why do you need a woman then? It lets you know that you need to build on yourself.
You got a 14-year-old with a 14-year-old. What the fuck is they doing for having random sex
Fucking off.
and corrupting that little girl?
and you building nothing.
Ain't building shit. You can't take care of her. You can't keep her. You can't buy her hygienic products. You know, if she wants something to eat, you can't get her nothing. You can't do shit for her. You just more getting horny and popping off with it. She think you gonna be her first love, then y'all break on her mind fucked up. No, man, we gonna give her that young woman a seasoned, established man that can do according to the law. Give her arrangement, food, give her order and instruction.
That's the spirit.
You ain't supposed to have no man your age. He ain't established. The fuck? What sisters that fucking me? You running around, y'all just running around. Y'all get off the bus.
You
Let's
know.
go behind the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all just sitting on TikTok.
Yeah, but if I may, we also gotta look at the times we're in too. Because in the ancient days, a young man maybe at 13, responsibilities was way different than way Babylon raises. Because you see a 13-year-old, fuck that. You see a 17-year-old walk around, he TikToked up. You know, he looking down at his tablet all day. You know what I mean? So I just bring that out. You know, the way Babylon is now, everything is backwards. It's slowed down. You know, and then America's laws.
Yeah.
Because we're told at 13 that we're still a child. Raw getting hard.
Yeah, you know.
What was it? Brightburn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
See, once he turned like 13,
12.
you know, he got mad because they started singing him happy birthday like he a kid. You know what I mean? But that's our natural state. When we turn 13, just like when a young woman usually passes that age of a flower, she starts thinking differently. And like the body always brings it out, that the Cosby Show with Rudy had it, what Claire tell her, right when she was about to leave. She about to close the door, she said, yo, you a woman now. You know what I mean? I just want
These are ancient cuts. A lot of our great grandmothers were in their early teens, 13, 14, when they got pregnant.
right.
This is not even something that was just done in the ancient world. This is done in the
Yeah.
50s.
And if I may add on to that, back then the women people ain't look at that, shun that. They didn't look at, because Leroy was 28 and got with a 15-year-old. They didn't look at it like that. But with all this new words, new speech, all this, say again,
Customs.
all these new customs. Oh, now it's sick.
Yeah.
Hold up, but your grandma Bethel was 14 and had 2 kids already.
Yeah.
And she was still with the husband. You know what I mean? There wasn't no issue there.
Yeah, you know, you just said it already, technology. Back then, when people did in their household, nobody knew.
Yeah.
You know, for one, you didn't know what was going on throughout the world. You didn't even know what was going on throughout your own city. You know, now you can get on TikTok, find out where everybody eating at, find out what all the events people going to. You can see everything that's happening every single day with TikTok, Instagram. Just put in the search. You'll see every single thing that's going on every single day. It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Back in those days, before we see a woman, they can't communicate on no smartphone.
Right.
The only time they communicate is when they see each other.
Yeah.
Literally. They got to plan a meetup. We're gonna meet up at this cafe this day. He got to sit in the cafe and hope
And he show us.
and hope Bethany.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, she show up.
Yeah.
And she come in with the
Circle
the
around
ball,
the
the natural ball.
Yeah.
You know how they used to do it.
Yeah.
She got the ball. She come in all shy.
Yeah.
Oh, there she go.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
my baby.
a woman in them days a young woman wanted to be a wife, wanted to be a woman, wanted to have the duties that a woman's supposed to have.
Yeah.
But now, like you said, bro, you were looking at the internet too much. With the little Instagram chick, I think her name Chinese Kitty.
Oh yeah.
She said in order for a man that they hurt, they have to make at least not have, but make at least $10 million. That's the I mean, it's not realistic, but that's the mindset of women nowadays. Because, like you said, they not looking. Because we already speak about this all the time. Women don't even know how to use a microwave, let alone the oven. You know what I mean? They want to do what the Instagram influencers are doing. So they looking at the internet instead of trying to be a keeper at home, learning to build themselves up to be a help to the house. You know.
And that's heavy that you said that because they only for they women always like to call themselves the prize and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You got these high standards saying you want a man to make 6 figures or like 10 million.
Yeah.
The average man don't even make over 50K a year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if a man makes over 50K a year, 100, that's a rare. And he's willing to provide and protect. That's letting you know that he's the prize. If all you have to do is offer his pussy, you can't even make
That's exactly what
you
I'm
can't
saying.
even make a meal homemade.
Exactly. You want this man to make $10 million a year,
Yeah.
and so he's out there getting to it. That man ain't gonna have no time to go home and cook. What you doing?
Exactly.
Oh, and what the average woman like that when they say, "Oh, I'm here to motivate him."
Motivator.
Well, how you motivating it?
You gonna give him a headache. What the fuck do you need 10 million for? What you gonna spend it on? Is you gonna help him grow 10 million more? No, you gonna spend it on fucking
With the
Chanel,
Birkin bags.
Birkin bag, Bentleys, and all this shit. Shit, yeah, shit that don't even
Right.
liability. You ain't gonna help him build his assets or nothing.
At all.
But that's why the Lord got to take away this technology, because when they sit on the phone comparing, they comparing you
Yeah.
to what they see online. See, when the lights go out, when technology goes, they don't have nothing to compare you to. So they just face with what their situation is.
Reality.
So now she just got to get with a man that can go a little bit. She can't compare and get online or we're going back to the whole past.
See, the internet glitched out last week. Well, I said, y'all remember the weekend the internet glitched out. You know they was bugging out. You know, because that's when we, you know, I'm a little older, but I remember we woke up. First thing, we wasn't thinking about what somebody doing across. We going outside. You know what I mean? We learning. We trying to learn stuff. You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's over.
And then you give him bitch some flowers, the flowers gonna die in 2 fucking days. Bitch, you can't even water the flowers right. You can't even garden. You can't do none of this shit.
You gonna buy flowers from the depth. You then buy some more flowers or bitch routine for a bitch that can't even garden. Bitch don't even know how to tend to it. Bitch don't know the next
Yeah.
I know more about flowers than certain occasions. You got certain flowers for certain occasions. You don't give it roses off top.
Yeah.
You know, because roses is an expression of love.
Yeah.
You don't love a bitch, you don't give a rose. You give a bitch like some lilies.
Yeah.
Lilies is really like a first interaction type shit with a chick.
Yeah.
You know, you got flowers for morning. You got flowers for festivities, happy, joyous occasions. You know,
And then if you know what you're doing, a lot of the flowers, bro, you know, like say you get some flowers, put them in soil, and you won't need to keep buying and rebuying if you actually do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying?
so the more the story is, ain't shit. And the Lord, brother, you know, it's on you men, because any men have allowed your weakness, you know, your lower state to make you become their servants. Women can't do shit, the man don't give them the power to do it. So they've been able to run around like they some gold, like they gold land. Yeah, you know, really, we need land.
Yeah.
We need shit. Yeah, that's our home. Yeah, we can raise a family off of it. Women are running around like they're land and resources because men are treating them like that.
I think
Think if you want to get you a harlot and you know it, you know, and you burn that goddamn bag, because all of them harlots hate that power. Bitches do they with any other people. But you got niggas paying $10,000. You know.
Got $10 million, $100,000. You can't even control your own
If
resources.
she ain't fucking, you shouldn't be giving her no.
Send me a video.
Right.
500.
Niggas,
Yeah.
these bitches want to have OnlyFans. Niggas want to pay
Paying for the shit, so somebody found it. Some shit bad.
You know, okay, you might spend $5 to see something you like. $10. You know what I'm saying? So you might have some little extra. That's
Yeah.
different. I ain't
Yeah.
talking about some shit you can pay for. Let me look at this.
It's a bill.
Let me see. Yeah. Let me see what this bitch like. Let me see what this bitch work. But I'm talking about niggas that are spending like, oh, yeah. And the bitch like, damn, they gave me a stamp.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a sick case. But everything got to return to the old man.
This Jeremiah 6 and 16. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the way and see, and ask for the old path." It says, "Where is the good way?" It says, "And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls." It says, "But they said, we will not walk therein."
Yeah, back in the middle of the month,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you had to pay respect. You couldn't just get online and say what the fuck you want to say. You know, you ain't never gonna see it. You can't. Well, some people they say to you in person because they know they got society protect. You know, a lot of these niggas. But look, where's funny you? Yeah, wild west. You know,
Yep.
you ain't gonna really make for the night. Niggas is gonna be shooting to the left and right. You had one nigga. You pulled up on me. I guess he was with his ex or his chick or whatever. But both of them strapped. But the nigga that came, you know, he wasn't quick enough on the drop. He came to kill the nigga. He ended up dying. So you niggas is fucking stupid.
So he's walking in the house.
No, this is different. They was young. But the dude, he went trying to confront the dude because he went to chick. And the dude was like, I got my shit too. Nigga was fucking. So it's like, you niggas think, oh, my gun gonna say it. Yeah. Nigga, back in the Wild Wild West, he wasn't the quick to drop if he was out of there. Because everybody was just able to just, they wasn't no, oh, get your gun license. Nigga, you can hold it.
That's how it is in California. Out in LA, everybody got a gun. So it don't matter how big your strap is. It's basically who up on one fat. Well, essentially, it's all about the dollars. And how about shooting a shot wherever he wants done. But you know, I don't care. Like the guy Big U, his son just got unalive tonight. You know what I mean? And his father is the most treacherous gang member. You know what I mean? It don't matter. That shit don't matter.
I seen a cook niggas went and robbed, thought they was robbing the damn store owner. Ain't know
He got the little
he got the but they got guns. Yeah. I know you. I know. Bad boy. So even robberies ain't going like that.
The dice.
This is coming in.
Yep. You seen the guy that tried to stick up the dice game?
Oh, yeah.
I think that was affiliate. No, I don't know where it was at, but he tried to stick the dice game up.
He got to stick up.
Man, they shot him till he caught on fire. He already gave up the speed, the spare room. They still dumping on him, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Oh, Cleo. Yeah. She was acting her ass off. Smiling.
No, for one, they shooting the whip. And before she hop out, they spray the whole whip up. Then she hop out and again. So over the top.
Yeah, but these people, you know, we ain't no signs. We gonna see more and more of them. Man. It's like people really think they have control out there. Man.
You gotta walk by faith, not by sight. You gotta have a Lord as a foot, man. Because the gun ain't nothing but the modern day bow and arrow. Yeah. And corner weapons will never give the final solution your way on. No?
And that's
If the Lord ain't with you, you out of here, boy. You out of here. You out of here. Samson was able to use a jawbone, but it wasn't the jawbone that was doing it. It was the Lord.
That's the Lord.
You know, the Lord was in that jawbone. David took down Goliath, but it wasn't the slings. It wasn't the slingshot that did it. That was all the emotion. What you would have tried to do, you would have missed it. Goliath would have had your head.
man.
Take me out with a slingshot.
Like think about all these lions that plan on what they call spinning on somebody, sliding on somebody, and they got the extendo, they got the fucking switch, and they run up and try. And the gun jam, and he over here. Now, what if, like you like a body said, what if somebody got it on it? Well, what? It's over.
What is that?
You ain't played accordingly. Because in the ancient times, everybody had sword. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't know how to use that sword properly, that was your ass in that fight. Somebody going home, somebody about to die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The same thing.
You know, Chance the Rapper got a new song. He said it's called "Put This Gun in Your Purse." He said, "Put this gun in your purse." Sometimes we gotta die, but them niggas gonna die first.
Oh man.
Chance the Rapper said that?
You know, he's from Chicago.
Yeah. Some days we gotta die, but them niggas gonna die. It's just dumb. Even the Christian niggas say that. Know what I'm saying? So he posted them with Christian.
Yeah,
He said, "Yeah, what the fuck me up?"
Yeah, you see that nigga NLE Chopper? He trying to
Yeah, he's starting on.
trying to be a fucking black conscious nigga. Nigga cut his hair bald. Nigga looking at Tupac. Man, they said, I'm like, oh, this nigga having.
He just said, "Man, boy,
Yeah, that nigga having an identity crisis.
Yeah, right, that's
That nigga don't know who the fuck he wanted.
Mike Tyson. He did it.
But if you see that video, who was portraying majority of the video? Tupac.
Tupac.
And what was Tupac?
Yeah.
He was at the top, one moment righteous, and then the next minute he's back on some nigga shit. That's what that man, because you know he's on his health kick. You know, be fast, and he actually stopped laying down with women for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Which is beneficial.
Yeah, sure.
But then you see him flip out on Instagram. These niggas
he a young stupid nigga." Because I was watching Kurt Franklin them guys there like a sit down.
Oh, you see that?
But you can see, we know that Kurt Franklin, but Kurt Franklin was more humble than Ilya Chopper because at the end of the day, they hold the millions, so they do know shit he don't know. But he was trying to act like because he was a spiritual journey, they still preaching that he knows every fucking thing. He won't hear nothing they were saying that, and that shows the immaturity. A lot of Jakes think because they gain knowledge that makes them wise. I was fucking playing, bro. It took Kurt Franklin so he could have more wisdom because he was more patient than he was there to talk the whole goddamn shit.
Bro, I was like, damn, shut up.
And that wisdom, patience is important, and that's what the fruits of the spirit and temperance. And then we ain't even learn that. Every time they try to talk, I know this, I know that, I know this, I know that, I know this already. You don't know shit, nigga.
I believe a lot of that has to do with the way his father took the back burner because they both come from the hood, Memphis, and he into the gangs, Grape Street, whatever. And his father, because I've seen them be around each other, it's like his father takes the back burner for him and let him just talk. You know what I mean? So your father might not be a father to you, you know what I'm saying? So now he's looking at other older men, you know what I mean? I know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? And that's being, like you said, that's not having patience and that's being a young man.
Look, man, we the prophets and we're sitting and listen to everybody. We'll listen to you. We ain't gonna let you sit here and just go off and talk shit.
Right.
Yell vomit out your mouth, but you can learn from people in the world. I'm a spirituality, so ain't nothing you can tell me. You still worship Jesus, so nigga.
The Lord created them all.
You know how many times a nigga in the world to help you out of a situation? The Lord put it on that situation to help you. You know? That comes with wisdom, but you gotta know that you don't know everything. And sometimes you just learn just by listening to what the fuck they got applied to your church. You know?
Sometimes you just gotta play though.
Or maybe you might not take up from the conversation, but still it'll help your patient.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You don't gotta just talk over every goddamn body, man. Trying to prove I already know what the scripture say. And both of y'all wrong with the scripture. Little do you know.
I love him doing the Job's council when he was doing good stuff with the elders and whatnot. He held his peace. So all the elders got their peace off, and then the Lord put the spirit on him and tell him, hey, look, all of y'all really ain't giving him the proper advice. You know, but the moral is he waited. He let the elders get their
They
peace
still
off.
the elders. It's your phone. This is your elder. Is you just, you don't know shit, so I ain't gonna listen to you. You know, you let them talk. You be like, well, you respectfully deny. You know, so a lot of times you ain't even gotta correct you. It's more about your way. But they elders of our nation, and they 60 years old, 70. There's a lot of shit they done seen that you ain't seen. There's a lot of shit they done done that you ain't done. There's a lot of shit that they know that you don't know. You know, they still elders that you do. So you gotta conduct yourself in a certain manner. You know, then Yahushua just went, and when scripture say he learned amongst them. He went amongst them first, and he was learning amongst them. But he knew who he was at that young age. He ain't come and say, I'm Hamashiach. You know? No, he was just sitting there letting them do they think that they do daily. He was sitting there listening to them. You know, the laws. Even when John the Baptist, he got baptized by John the Baptist.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta get water baptized. I am the Baptist. Humility, patience, knowing that just because people in the world don't know what you know don't mean you gotta have like a fucking proud, obnoxious, fool, man. I know more than everybody doing something. I can't take nothing from you niggas. Nah, man, that's not how you move in humility and weakness, man. You know? And then when you hear them out, you see they on that bullshit, far away. Like,
This is Proverbs 17:28. And then back off the brothers. It says, even a fool when he holdeth his peace is counted wise.
So when you younger in school, because man, you go find on websites. You ain't never done dialing up. You go find on websites. Nigga, you off. Yeah. But it's so much you don't know. You know? There's so much you don't know. I've been in this room for a decade on the highways and byways. And I tell you, there's so much I don't know. But I thought I had it all figured out when I first came out. See, as time goes on, you know how much you don't know. How much you need to work on, right? Some guys come in and they I'm different. It shows they get the knowledge, but they lacking the wisdom. They lacking the wisdom.
And he that shutteth his lips is a slave, a man of understanding.
This is James chapter 1 and verse 19. It says, wherefore my
You go around your family for Thanksgiving. Let's go up. You know, going there. You ain't gotta just get on your own. It's like they playing Jenga, play Jenga. They with the blocks, man. I can't see. It's pumping. Going to her.
You gotta be like Tim Paul. He said I became
Doing way too much.
outside sat with the center.
You know?
God, like I said,
As long as you don't eat the pork, you know what you believe in.
But that comes with experience and the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all was there. You know, right, shake shit out the tree.
The Lord turned the water to wine. That was at a worldly wedding.
Right.
Wasn't that no? Wasn't that cycle? Niggas to the nigga conversation. Dope saying dope. Hey man, see that bells on there. Help shut his booty dog. Shit. What the fuck you doing? The end times is here. Like, no, man. They do what they do. They can do it anyway. As long as you in your thought, your purpose. You've been called, so you do what you're supposed to do.
integrity.
Yeah. Superman, that's my Superman, so, Kal-El. We need to play Clark Kent. There with the Beastie when it's time to save the day. And he did what he had to do. When it's time to save the day, what you gotta do? It's time to be caught. Because right now, we're still forced to be in the world. But now, when all hell breaks loose, we good. But even then, you're going to have to camouflage a certain, knowledge and wisdom should be stability by time. And all hell breaks loose that you might have to put on that world shit to blend in. And not be smart that's different. You go around a stranger and they all hell to go through this. Oh, man.
See how humble Clark Kent was, though. God, and he know with a snap of finger he could do whatever the hell he wanted to anybody in it. But he played the background. He played the real timid. You know what I mean?
Let people joke on him.
Yeah.
He had the glass he put in that. Yeah, that's I watch small dude. I watch fire. It's long as shit. But I think that's the best Superman adaptation. But he showed me how he would get picked on by certain dudes. And he wouldn't let that shit, get to him. It's like you said, shoot at the things. He's strongest, smartest, and fuck you if I want to. Like, fuck y'all. Maybe disappear. And y'all was shot. Y'all was shot. to the wicked scribes and Pharisees that was always talking shit, murmuring, he let them have it. You got this current age. Pop that shit. The scriptures say those that pierce him will see when he come back. Now, he come back now, it's his time. So, he had to suffer. You had to suffer. It's his time. That's real.
And they spit on him. Okay.
He didn't jump over the cross and chop their fucking hands off like Omni Man with his hand. He could have sat on the cross, let him stab him, let him try to feed him with vinegar. You know, he said, listen, y'all was sad.
They sit in the middle of him.
He up there, and the whole journey of him walking up there, being everybody yelling at him. Man, what's up that shit? Say what's up? You say? You know how Jake get. You know how Jake get. Those was niggas. Yeah, that's what I thought. You were like, you gonna beat him. Well, he's coming back sooner than you think. Yep. And you same niggas.
Yeah,
You same niggas is gonna see him in his glory, man. Because you saw him in his shame. You gotta see him in his glory.
Here's just a quick precept, concerning the characteristics of pretty much being humble, being in His truth. This is James chapter 1 and verse 19. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath." It says, "For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of the Most High. Wherefore, lay upon all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls." So with that being said, once you take upon His word, there's certain things that you have to do and you carry yourself in a certain way. And when you do that, you essentially you saving yourself, man, from a lot of headache. You're saving yourself from a lot of, unwanted attention that you don't need, and trouble. You pretty much, you're not making yourself an enemy or a target. You know what I'm saying? You're moving with wisdom. And when you're able to listen and hear what other people got to say, you ain't got to always voice your opinion. We know these niggas wicked. We know these niggas want to be moles and so on and so forth. And you go around and listen to the wrong conversation and hop into it. Now your ass, now the whole job looking at you like, oh, no, he don't like bagging. You got to watch him.
You didn't expose your hand.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to expose your hand, and especially in the workplace. You want to blame on the most culture. You don't want to come in too angry, too austere. You got to work with it. You got to talk. That's how you get your bread. So you so austere to where nobody in the around, they'll start fucking with you just because the demons on these people. So man's gonna talk behind your back. But you ain't gotta have full conversation with everybody, but you don't want to just be a mean, austere to everybody because that's making you target. It's making you a target.
Yeah, our spirit already different off the rip.
And that's not an easy thing, trust me, I know. But you have to work on that. That's something you need to work on. You have to work on that because things that we're going through now is helping us when all hell breaks loose. We're in a fever camp. You all so off still that now you done made yourself a target. Now people know you got them too scared. Shit like that. You gotta learn these principles now. You gotta be real with yourself. I'm not saying you gotta be a nigga with them.
So the joke.
That's his stage.
I got my job loving my ass. Talking to the Noga King, I learned a couple words and shit. They shoot shit. They won't even think nothing. I like that nigga.
You don't see it, you blow up and they got there.
No, that's not right. That's not. It couldn't have been him.
That's ironic. They should be in shock.
Probably donuts.
They should be in shock. They should be in shock when they see us blowing this bitch. They got us a deep fake.
Yeah.
With our government, so they should be in shock.
We stand with you, man. We don't believe what they said, man. We got your back. If you need anything, you let me know. Use the world, man.
That's it. You might give you money.
I'm telling you, man.
Right.
You want lunch?
supplant
You
me.
feel
Fuck
good?
out there.
You ain't feeling good today?
Tell you money, you ain't fuck. You know? That shit random.
I deserved it.
And that's a part of having confidence of what we know we got coming on the other end. A lot of other groups, you know, they still lashing out and they got to be seen by the world because they're still a part of this world. You know, we understand that we just passing by. We're pilgrims here, bro.
And the guys that are on race like they don't love so much.
No,
The older guys that I've seen come in like that, they so off stilts, they don't want to do shit in the world, they don't hang on nobody. Everybody at work hate.
you know,
And really it's just you.
Yeah.
Because you got that, I'm an Israelite, you know you an Israelite, so you already coming in anxious, you got anxiety, you know. Awesome. Everybody at work hate me.
yeah.
They got the pleasure thing that kicks in.
Right.
Yeah.
We've seen brothers like that.
It's, yeah, you don't want to put hygiene or wear nothing nice, not even for yourself.
Shopping, not
You don't want to do that. You don't want to chill with it. You don't want to. You don't want women at all.
Right.
I just want to
Right.
Hey, no man know no man know off the time.
Nobody showers.
Right.
Yeah, we said this is what we've actually heard though. Like with brother, I ain't can't. Meanwhile, you know he in the room.
You know that meme where everybody look like.
Hey, look, you use the night light in this room, shit everywhere. And you don't need a woman to the kingdom.
Got the weak like 12.
No, you got it up.
Real quick, land back.
You need a woman to the kingdom.
Oh man, all right, nice. Just to land back on what bros is speaking on. This is Proverbs 4:7. It says, "Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding."
That's beautiful, brother. That's
Yeah.
It's saying a whole bunch of knowledge. I see all these TikTok videos, and they get so much knowledge, they don't have the wisdom to apply. And they say, they say, oh, Netflix is a miracle. That means a miracle. These are miracles. America's homeland. They don't went off the deep end.
We've been here.
We the originals. Then they start saying, "Oh, so Israel's in America."
Right.
The now, and all this shit, like they got so much knowledge, they didn't get.
They went to speed.
I got a definition for you of that priesthood, the word principle. It says main, it says chief, dominant, largest, greatest, and it says most important. It says chief, leader, ruler, sovereign. Pretty much the point it said most important.
It's the most important
It's the
thing.
most important thing that you need.
That's the thing that's going to guide us through the times that we're going through, what we want to do. Knowledge and wisdom, shall be the stability of that time.
Because you're going to have to apply, because wisdom is pretty much the application of knowledge. You're going to have to apply that knowledge that you have obtained before Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we learned in the scripture, the stories, right, the testimonies, right, the courageous acts that these great men did before us, we're going to actually have to apply that in Jacob's troubles.
Right.
You know, and that's when that truth is, and that wisdom is going to shine upon our faces, and these people going to know, damn, they got to be chosen. That's going to bring more followers. That's going to bring that's going to bring glorification to the name of how much else.
Yeah, I was about to chick I'm talking about. You got in the past. I'm the one drive. But she got some bold with it. She's she talking to people. Why the fuck you cut it? What? I gotta make sure all my life. Yeah. You start seeing it from the outside. I gotta make sure that shit is great.
That's why patience is very important.
Everybody like,
Why the fuck you taking so long? I'm driving.
patience.
I'm still. You're the one.
You can imagine when they driving. So it's like these are the traits you need to learn now, because the Lord can have you in a situation that takes extreme patience and all help. You see me. Because we didn't work on that when we had the time.
That's something I definitely got to work on that. Like that.
Really, really.
Where we from, it's very high. Road rage.
Yeah, it's very-
We're naturally
it's
like that. Like today, I had to catch myself. I mean, like that's part of growing.
The DMV area is one of the worst areas for driving. One of the worst areas for driving.
But this ain't no. This take the cake too, man. I got in no fast lane. The guy had this today. Had a brand new BMW, clean John. He seen me get behind him, so he just automatically throws his brake lights. Brake him. Nobody's in front of him, so I got to catch him. And you know, fuck me. Maybe I have to think about it. You know what? These niggas. Yeah.
That's real. That should have touched you, man. That should have touched you. But it's a lot of
Child.
it's a lot of death that comes from overweight ass niggas.
Yeah.
You know, a chick killed the Jake dude. She blew the horn at her because she was sitting too long at the last one. And he just blew the horn at the go. She follows this nigga. Chick follows this nigga. He pulls into the shop. She pulls up to me. Killed his ass, man. So we listen, dog, terrors, man.
Yeah.
Dogs all the time. And the wisdom that you have, Phil, you don't see Jake be looking at, oh, you a bitch if you let shit go. No, you gotta be alive. You have to
Shit, chest, made checks.
It's very easiest thing that Jake can do is like last out, crash out. That shit is easy.
I see that the problem about the Jake when they was coming up, like you said, brother, that was it right there. Oh, you ain't gonna say nothing? You ain't gonna speak up? You know what I mean? Now they like you said, man. You know, so that from childhood comes to adulthood. You know.
He sitting here. See, you following right behind him.
Oh, they about to start saying. They about to start school. That way they ain't on camera. On camera.
She not even bad looking chick. But that don't be worse for her. Most demons on swing him. Bro.
Yeah.
You ain't a man if you don't take this.
Right.
Go ahead.
This Ecclesiastes 7 and 12, it says, I'm gonna read this in the NIV. It says, wisdom is a shelter as money is a shelter. But the advantage
from the top.
it says, Ecclesiastes 7 and 12, it says, wisdom is a shelter as money is a shelter.
You can't put it better than that. Shelter protects you, man. The Lord gives you the principles for things you need to survive. If you use it and you apply, your life will be much. If you don't, you want to be hate, you want to be angry, you want to be whether it's the ball, you want to be always. That's fine too. But deal with what comes with it. Boy, show try to make it. He's like, that's a bitch with Don't be a bitch. You know?
And this is the key point. It says, but the
Now, of course, you ain't gonna always, be perfect at it. These are like knowledge needs to be we're learning. You became as a truth as a babe, babes grow.
Yes.
Grow up to adults.
Yep.
it says, but the advantage of knowledge is this: wisdom preserveth those who have it.
Preserve. That's the key word. Preserve. To be kept. I ain't trying to down like all these niggas that drill, What's the nigga with King Von right here?
Damn.
Yeah.
It's just
Body bag.
Yeah.
it's just I'm waiting for the bird, man. They go this down.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm watching the video. We slide. This nigga 60. We slide. Next.
The verse and the verse is top five. You see the verse.
He said, we ready to die about everything. This is what he said in the song.
Oh yeah.
In the whole stream, he ain't just talking. We ready to die.
Just talking.
This is really what he said. God down anybody.
You see the verses, he just in the middle of the verses, he just started cursing, turned out. You little bitch. I thought this was a verses.
And you look at the people that's going to this guy's concert, young boy concert, they all have the same demons on them. They got these mean reds, they fighting, punch, smoking in the air, and they turned up. Young niggas,
When they bagging pounds, they have a whole nother frequency.
a whole nother free. Like you, like, them niggas, you like them bad.
Yep.
Let them niggas have.
Yeah, you ain't gonna make it alive out of
They
that.
don't know what life is. Fuck trying to preserve life. They don't even know what life is.
NBA, they got that.
The bitches in them too. The bitches that
Oh, they perks.
The bitches that go, they keep us out of trouble. Who
Dance,
knows?
yeah, dance, come.
Bitches like that. That's a young, that's a young chick.
She can laugh the whole
She would. The bitches are just a person.
And she got off, rookie. I mean, she got manslaughter, but yeah, that she might be out in a year.
Because she said, dude, beat her ass and manipulate.
Yeah.
So she used that to her man. So, you know, all wickedness.
This was.
Moral of the story is we live in some dark time.
And it's gonna keep getting worse. It's gonna keep getting worse. Like real quick, I know you getting done, but I'll talk to my sister today. You know, my sister in the truth, right? She's complaining about you in the truth. She complaining about how worse Halloween's getting. Like she's like getting real pissed because she riding past people's houses. They got
Giant.
fucking skeletons bigger than the house. She's like, it's never been this bad. Even when we was doing it, it was never this bad. I'm like, well, I said, sis, you gotta realize we at new times. It's gonna keep getting worse. You know what I mean? That you're gonna see more and more death, more and more. But the scripture said, in perilous times, men shall be lovers of themselves. You know, you're gonna see things, but people don't care about nobody. They just about what they do. You know?
And I'm walking through people's yards tripping over this shit.
Right.
I'm telling you, I'm to the whole shit there. Them big shit. I feel her pain.
Nah, 'cause she
She
feels the demonic energy, you know, because she put away all that worldly stuff, you know.
people adult and love it. And love this shit. Go ahead, bro. That was it on there?
Yeah, that's no. Read Book of Bashar, read verse 14 to 16. You were getting it.
16.
Take 16. Yeah, kind of 16 and 17. Yep.
All right. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. I'm reading this in the NIV. It says, "Do not be over righteous, neither be over wise. Why destroy yourself?" It says, "Do not be over wicked, and do not be a fool."
So you're going to be wicked. Because you're right, you just wicked. I'm in the flesh. Don't be over with it. You know when you doing, you know the shit that you can control. If you got a bitch, you dealing with a bitch, she didn't tell you she had a man.
Yeah.
Then you find out she got a man.
Yeah.
This shit happened to me. I bitch dealing with me. She told me she said, "Oh, that shit do." I said, "Yo, can't do what you can." But you really just want to, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's like
You gotta come to the point where you realize these people are, like you said, on the low shit that you think you would have to tell them is wrong. You gotta tell them it's wrong. So you can't do what you gotta do. But to them, it's like,
They try to justify their wickedness. Like they try to bring up every step. Boy, it all depends on the situation. No, it's just simple. Like you got a man, that shit is wrong. You shouldn't be doing the shit you doing.
He wasn't making me happy. You don't understand what he was doing.
now as a man that serves the Lord, we want to feel right with ourselves. How can you receive peace and love? And now if you a nigga in the world, you have no problem with that because you have no restriction. You have no moral principle to so you will fuck on anything as long as you're giving it up. And that's what separates us. That's what the Lord is overlooking. That's what the Lord was seeking on the surface. The difference between the angels come back and even see the difference between you and the niggas in the world. Yeah? That's the things that set us apart. Yeah? Cut off the shit like that. It may hurt. You may think she bad, she beautiful. But you gotta cut her off from that. What's more important than salvation than that person? That's how you look at it. Yeah? And I'm just speaking from the brother. I mean, humbly I said I know some beautiful women. Like we gotta cut them off. We gotta fucking cut them off.
Yeah, but you made me think about the point you made last week concerning 6ix9ine, the rapper. He was talking about how these ain't my niggas because they live by a different code. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a certain code that they live by. they don't look down upon, or you don't see nobody rebuking somebody for having sex with another man. Oh yeah, my nigga fuck this bitch. That they glorify that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't feel bad when that certain shit happens to them. You crash out, you kill another man for this and that and third. Y'all niggas live by that code.
We champions.
Yeah.
Kill 'em.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Y'all niggas live by that fucking code. Like I seen this video, and they doing like this loyalty test now, shit. So pretty much they have a man. He's supposed to be working with this whatever loyalty test that they doing, and he's supposed to like pretty much the boyfriend is putting his woman to the test. So he's agreeing. They sign a contract. They say, hey, look, you ain't supposed to kiss none of that. Just try to flow her and see if she get it up. This nigga then took the mic off and took his girl and in the car and smacked. He calling the phone and they watching this shit all on video. And he off camera now. So now he calling this bitch, putting it in the voicemail. She know she finally answered. You hear this bitch moaning and everything. I said, wow, this nigga really just took my bitch. I said, wow, that's crazy.
That's a justified crash.
And she come back and she start throwing old shit in his face and trying to gaslight. I said, wow, this place is cool. I couldn't do it. And now, Eddie, you got like 2 million people that just watch this shit. Your girl just got smashed on fucking live stream or whatever because you try to put her to a loyalty. These bitches ain't gonna pass none of these tests. Solomon ain't following one. Don't do. You gonna hurt your feelings. Don't go through that phone and don't put it through that.
Please don't try to get oh man, they be mad in there.
And that demon people going, that bitch in the shower that was motherfucking going off. You over there look, you play the game, you looking. Hey, go ahead. You feeling fuck?
We've been together for months. I ain't on the phone once. I ain't trying to look at your phone. And she ain't looking at my phone. I don't need to see. She just don't. If when I do see, let's get it so. But I ain't going searching for shit.
See Jake funny though. Jake playing the game. I think Jake had to use old girl phone and text his phone in the kitchen. So she, women don't know. Who the fuck texting you? And the text was from, said, get up and give me a bid. She in the kitchen, so she looked like, cause she, women always trying to catch a man, especially because what they doing, so they try to catch the man. It's like, he used wisdom. It's like, man, I don't feel like getting up, give me a bid.
They definitely little bitch. If she has to see her phone, she definitely gonna try to do it. They won't do it. Don't let them bitch. Don't be trying to look for her phone. Because at the end of the day, they got ours. Nah. These women are
Shots.
if a woman been with another man before you, she's not your man. According to like
She's caught me with
how can she? Now until the Lord,
they didn't even come over here.
if the Lord is dealing with her, they say God is slipping in the front. He'll throw those in serious. So, there's a chance that yes, he will make them do possession. That's right now. She doesn't possession. The world is too much intact. We can wait right now.
Yep.
She can't be your possession. Society doesn't allow a woman to be your possession. So you can't trip out when she when she trespassed against you. Because she not chosen to begin with. So that's your time. You acting like this your first. So
She's our first man. Nigga, she still remember Tommy from elementary. The first kiss. The two things women can really offer is peace and pleasure. And 9 times out of 10, they can't even give you proper peace. So the only thing they really good for is fucking pleasure.
and they ain't doing that. You ain't doing the sloppy talking. Sloppy talking. You gotta throw it back. It shouldn't just be you on your back and I'm just sitting here doing ministry. Bitch, let me lay down and you go to work.
Exactly.
Let me do them tricks.
Right. You worried out your hips and shit, with your legs up and everything. Bitch, I'm tired. We can go fucking my shit all tight up.
Nah, you
Catching the crib.
You singing the ain't right. Right.
Bitch, shut up more.
Nah, you good. You speak about patience. Peace. So these women don't want you to be at peace. Because if you sitting there chilling and you see the little skits, they just trying to find something to make you get up and do something. Say, brother, at peace, he done work, got the house clean, food in the crib, and he just want to play his little 2K and he at peace. She can't stand it. She's gonna conjure up something. The skit I see in, the skits, but some of the shit be true. Yeah. She over there checking the garbage, see if the garbage got thrown down. Looking for anything to get him up. It's already done. Oh, why don't you help me wash the dishes? Dishes already clean. You know what I mean? A woman,
That's
because a woman's so insecure, they want you all about them. So come on, y'all bros know y'all when you guys be playing games, you want to jump on your lap while you playing. Yeah, hey,
You fuck around and sleep. They wake up to sleep.
yeah, I'm sure I have sleep out here. You hear this shit? I'm throwing shit out.
No, but I'm pretty sure bros experience it. They compliment a bitch, but it ain't even like talk. I don't know. I'm talking to a chick, and I'm like, no, niggas be making fun of our one, but that's the bad things. It's bad because I fall with the bitch. I'm like, that's crazy.
Oh, word?
Oh, you like
Yeah,
her?
jealousy.
That's
You
crazy.
can't call women, other women like
Beautiful. Like, you can't acknowledge their views.
because they got insecure.
You know, women are even the so-called beautiful ones. They're super insecure. You know what I mean? They might be more insecure than the busted joints. The busted joints walk in the store with mad confidence. You know what I mean?
And then once they get the boss, they feel like they that's really what it is. Once these chicks nowadays get the boss, they feel like they can have the right to tell you what to do. In some cases, tell you what to wear, tell you how to shave up, all type of shit. Like they you they possess.
A lot of that got to do with that DNA hitting their brain. You know what I mean? A lot of that got to do with it. It's bugging them out.
Bitch will tell you what you should wear this. Oh, how much you look like this?
Like, what the fuck? You know?
You bitch ain't
You literally, you will, yeah, once you get that box, you will literally see the change in it. You know? They might be peaceful as soon as you start striking it on the regular, you know? Why you ain't called me? You ain't called me after this. You wasn't gonna call me to say good night? Damn, I thought you was mad.
I had a bitch friend, bro. She went to the fucking casino. I never even been there. She went with a chick. I'm driving. Look at this face. She drinking. This FaceTime me. Never FaceTime me. But you young.
Yep. I can't call you now.
You never FaceTime me
She
before?
turned up.
Why you telling me? Where you going? Why you driving? Yeah, right. Being some bitch crib. I said, yo, crazy. This is a fucking nuts, man.
You gotta let them have it, bro.
I said, you right.
Yeah. You gotta let them have it.
You crazy. Seriously, that's the best thing. When a woman's trying,
Let them have it.
like we said in the world, how we, hey, you got it. You gotta treat your woman like that.
When they
yo.
come at you like that, they looking for the
Yeah.
They want their.
The best, I always say this, the best reaction is no reaction. Dealing with a woman, yo.
Even when you do that, they still try to get reaction.
Yeah.
No, you got it. They try to what up on you without trying to have a reaction.
The best reaction, no reaction. Don't let no woman let you see that she got up under, ruffles your feathers. Because now they go, this how I get my attention. This how, you know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that. Keep it smooth. You know, hey, we learning how to keep it smooth in the world. Keep it smooth in the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in the world, man, bitches used to like get me like excited. Now it's like, you look at them as what they are, man. Deal with them as such. Don't be letting a woman see you all blushing and shit, and all excited and you around her.
I'm good.
You know, if she step on nice, well, okay, that's doing something decent on this time.
About time.
Women respect that. You ain't all up.
Damn, yeah.
Shit, you look good. I don't know that.
That's what the thirsty niggas do.
Yep.
Giving them your strength.
Yep.
You know?
Next
Only
thing
give them so much.
Right. Balance.
Don't compliment them. Don't compliment them like that. When you compliment them, it should damn near shock them. Like, you sound like that. You should be always telling them. You look good. Niggas in the world think that's how you keep it. No, that's how you get a masculine from her. She's supposed to be trying to impress you. She should be trying to work them compliments out. And every time she's he sound bad. Yeah, he told me about me.
Exactly. Now she texting you talking about you like this outfit? What you think about this? What you think about that? Oh, it's all right. It's cool. Try that one on. I might like that one.
That's
I like her stuff. So I ain't get a good look at that.
Yeah. Because they got to keep stepping up. If they feel insecure, they're going to have to keep stepping up if they want you.
They should always, woman should always, as a man, you should never, for one, as a man, you should never feel nervous around a woman. ancients are, they supposed to feel that way about you. Now, you might have adopted those ways from the world, but you gotta break that shit off.
Yep.
Like, you take a woman out, you approach a woman, you should be a man. Like, you should be calm, you should be stable, tell her how you want things to go, and that's how you move. You should be fumbling over your words, and nervous and sweat. That's not how men operate, especially not in the ancient.
Yeah, you know, some man want to talk how to
Exactly.
speak to women,
Exactly.
especially with this generation. They don't look. I think I told brothers. I was speaking to this young lady. She was younger. You know what I mean? She was in her 20s, and I asked her a question. I said, "Yo, if a man thought she was attractive and pulled over and hopped out the car and walked up and tried to engage with you, well, how would you feel?" She was like, she would feel freaked out. She would think he's a creep. So I said, well, how would you want a man to holler at you? She said, social media from this age. So, like, how can these young men, now, I agree with you, but how can these young men even get it up? You know what I mean? Go and walk up. Because that's how, without all the shit, how else would a man engage with a woman? There got to be physical interaction. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we don't got social media.
Yeah, so this new generation, they don't know how to holler at a woman, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You know?
I got all the cats.
Oh, shit.
Let's see how wrong.
My father.
Like the only time you can approach a woman is when you hide long.
Yeah, because we got it.
Approach a woman when you're in the right
That called me. Lick first. Hey, my pops, when I was coming around 13, 14, he seen me look at something in the pasture, he pulled over, be like, yo, get out, get it. Of course, you're nervous, but after a while, you're like, shit, all right.
Hey, that's crazy. Said that. I took my son to get some Chick-fil-A, right? And it was like Northern King. They were bad, man. I said they was single moms and shit, and they staring at me, and they had like a little daughter. So my son, I gave him a little milkshake and shit like that. He get all break that. I want to go say hi. I said, well, you bring off the milkshake now, huh? I said, look, milkshake got you all the little sugar right now. You gonna go say hi now?
I do certain shit. She learn like this when I have one chick. I go to Whole Foods and shit. This chick, she would come to me and talk to me. She would show me shit on her phone. So I asked her to I texted her, she never hit me. What the fuck? Why the fuck are you bothering me then when I go shop?
Yeah.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Let's keep coming. Just leave me fucking people. That shows this like the insanity of these women. Yeah. They fucking crazy. You know the tension of the brain. That's what it's been. But you learn a lot about how you should be to the world and dealing with these women. Because they so far short of what they should be for us. Like, people look at it and be like, you shouldn't be that way with the woman. Like, you look at a dealing with a woman, you see her falling short of Proverbs 21. Second Peter, Titus, and she's falling short of all these qualities. You should look at it. And I like that to the Lord.
Man.
I'm more concerned about what I want instead of what the Lord wants. And if you like, realize that you like, dang, I see what the day we're going to do. Look at how I treat him. And that's really why we're under that curse about women being so, bottom barrel because of how we live the Lord. You gotta remember, we're the men, the sons of Christians. We're likened as the bride to the Lord. You know, he calls his sons and walking in his he did his woman out. Took care of his woman. And his woman that will stop doing her shit. We gotta suffer these women in the state that they are. The Lord takes us back. Once the Lord takes us back, then we're gonna get the women that he was right with their man. Go ahead, go ahead. I appreciate you earlier. This is back the second year. Your time, you shopping. This shit going down, boy.
This is back in 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse.
It's just certain shit, let people out the phone and let you talk your mind. You won't do no more support for me. Curses on that nigga Juice for real. Curses on that nigga Juice. You read the name of the Lord. All of your hoes in a fucking mockery to say for
Oh, he said the name?
Yeah, no, the guy,
They had the name, they had the house,
doing the skit.
and they had the scrolls and everything.
That's complete.
And then you see, I you know, stuff like that I can't really watch through because I get a little
I
vexed.
can't watch through it.
So I didn't even know that. But I did see an egg clip at the end. He takes off his garment, takes the little hair.
Oh,
He starts trying to hide it. What y'all do?
Yeah.
You know, like it's a game. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? This is our life, man. We are fools for your house shot's sake, man. We make our body a living sacrifice. This ain't no game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But all these comedians do it though. You
Yeah.
know, they got to do it. The only one that you ain't see do that for real is Cat actually loves some brother Cat.
He's young first.
Oh yeah, well he identifies as the
A couple comedians that they do.
Corey Holcomb.
Oh yeah. He
When we went out there, he made like a joke, but he didn't like direct it towards us. He's like, "Bitch, I'm doing the Lord's work." Like he going through my phone and shit. "Bitch, I'm doing the Lord's work," or whatever. And then when he got on stage, he actually seen her. He was just like, and he just kept walking. I was like, "Man, that was the spirit."
You get some comedians that respect you. Like, you fucking, like the brother with blood, just what you do what you mean. I despise niggas.
Damn jokes.
I can't watch them.
This is life and death. Like, this is what I like.
Hey,
Rose is gonna lose their lives. Certain Rose is gonna lose their lives over this movie.
right.
It's not no fucking game. The death to me.
And if I make the Lord make an example out of one of you niggas, make it fun, quick, fast if you want. You know what I mean? You want to make fun of, you know, and we know who we making fun of. We don't agree with their doctrine, but they are out there doing the work. You know what I mean? You don't play around like that, man. So don't be surprised something happened to Drewski big ass. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised something happened real quick. You know, like we had to end this.
This Proverbs 18:21, it says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof."
That's what these niggas and already talked about it. You know, a lot of these niggas are just preserved for whatever judgment day the Lord got sent for. A lot of niggas are having news. I think you I was driving, I was like, oh,
Yeah. They ain't fully right yet.
Say enough for
Fully right.
everybody.
And that's the spirit though, because the scriptures mention that where it speaks about the angels, they set when it's time for harvest, you separate the wheat from the tares. You know, it's fully right. They ask them to get that Dutch right there. Oh yeah.
Slocky, bro.
Had a plate and everything.
No, Sly, I was just thinking real quick. That shit Drewski won't even fight.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody like Mike Epps, even though that's some nigga shit, at least Mike was humorous.
Yeah.
Drewski was just,
He was really mocking.
you know, Mike Epps said some goofy ass shit that would actually be, fuck this nigga, you
He
know?
kind of insulted.
Yeah.
But you see Mike Epps now, though, he's gonna pastor that preaching and shit.
Did you see the demons that night, nigga?
Yeah, you being tortured in your sleep. Yeah, you needed a whole sermon.
Mike Epps?
Yeah. Well, now, this is talking about God.
Damn.
We need to put God first in our lives. My God, we ain't nothing.
I forgot what happened.
Somebody scared the shit out of him.
You got sleep paralysis. You got sleep paralysis?
Right.
But you ain't telling the world. You got some sickness you got.
They can see the angels twice.
Got some sickness that's taking you out.
Oh, you might have seen some wicked shit in Hollywood.
Told you to start playing.
Figure that way instead of bitch, you're next.
Oh, shit.
Yep. That's what you niggas laugh. This ain't no laughing game. Nothing funny about what we doing up here.
You know, so. Okay, this is back in 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own
I
lust.
hate niggas like Juicy. You know, just a old
Diabetic.
Yeah. Fool. Yes, so now he got to look famous. Man, he can joke with everybody.
I think it was worth it. Straight football.
Yeah.
How you got your favorite money? You say you can joke with a nigga? You little fuck. Yeah, your legs built like this. Nigga, you ever seen a nigga leg?
He was very nervous when he first came out. He got like what's that dude, academic? Yeah, remember when they first came out, you could think with the weed. But now that they got a little notoriety and fame, they cocky, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Of this world.
It says, verse 4, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation.
It really can't even say that now because the shit is. Every person in the world thinking that shit ain't. We got niggas saying we got hope. During the election,
Yeah.
we got hope. This world fucked up. It's still talking about.
Yes.
Like, I'm talking young youth. The youth is still talking.
Yes, I got 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
I gotta go be this vote for the governor. We gotta go vote for the governor and shit. We gotta help you to get up this shit fucked up. They looking at anything outside of the Lord.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but they can see that the world is
Yeah.
fucked up. Yeah,
Snap, they gonna snap.
What's the
First. Yeah.
Damn. They packed up. Dude, you used to be like the bills, the
I'm gonna let y'all know how I go when I go out there dashing. If that shit slow, there ain't nobody getting that. If you know first, so they ain't just food stamps, they also get their little bit of shack fest. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all know.
so baby kids in that house and y'all eating them off that shit. I got 10 niggas running around. Jesus.
Bad as
You
hell.
know, my brother-in-law stupid. He a nigga. So I walked in the house. He like, I said, "What's up, man?" He said, "Yo, man, anything good? This could be the best one ever." I said, "Why? Why you say that?" He said, "Man, shit, ain't no woman getting they money. They gonna be selling some pussy for $40."
Hey, big head.
Because you know that all jokes aside, it was a joke, but if it keep continuing like that, these women, I don't want to be doing shit like that. You know?
I had this one bitch talking about she about to start selling feet pics and shit because she ain't getting paid. Oh, man, that's crazy. Bitch, you was so high and mighty, now you want to sell feet pics?
That's the oldest profession. That's all
Yeah,
that. That's all
prostitution. Yeah.
prostitution. I don't want you.
The baddest bitch you thought was so bad, come to find out, this bitch on
They go big. They go big.
please, let me fucking put it in her dick.
Right. I don't want you. I need a white. Right? And if you can't be that according to the ways of the Lord, I don't want you. You gotta learn white. You gotta get the herbs, the medicines for you. You know, get that sewing machine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to keep buying other shit on buying, make no fair stuff.
That's right.
You know, to cook, I shouldn't even have to tell you about that. You need to be a top chef.
Like, name me 3 detox drinks.
Yeah.
Name me 2 teas.
That's
Hell, you gonna live this.
You find, I'm telling you, it's very, very, you find a woman that actually enjoys cooking and wants to make sure you eat.
Bitches don't even ask you how to make.
Hell, man.
You be with these bitches. Bitch, I could be starving to death. Have you ate? You need something, let me bring you something. Let me order you something. Do it. You want this one? You need. Let me order you something. Go there.
Right.
You hungry? They see that they ask you. You got $40 until next Wednesday. You know, I got Navy Federal, so I get my paycheck 2 days before Friday. Bitch, fuck you. But back in 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 5, it says, "For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished."
Yeah, they don't consider these things. They don't consider the elements. They don't consider nature there. They don't consider everything that we walk upon was created by our power. They take every little thing for granted. The dirt of the earth that we walk on was created by something. Created by our power, but they don't consider these things. They just move about their day. That's why the say, look up. How often do people look up? You know, look up and look straight. And look down. They just moving about, doing shit off their emotion. They don't consider reincarnation. They've been here and they will be back here too. We understand our backs into. That's even if you taste them from a certain.
That's heavy you said that though, because You got all these things that can happen as far as like natural disasters, like hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, things of that nature. Like people don't even take that into consideration. Like, man, they got to be a higher power than humans. If that's the case, then that means I'm under the mercy of somebody. Because people like, oh well, tornadoes don't happen over here. They're more so happen over there.
Yeah.
Shit, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord's ghost. Like the Lord created all of it. You don't think you can send a fucking hurricane or earthquake and your whole fucking apartment building just shatter down?
Yeah.
Fucking lightning, fucking lightning strike the power lines.
Sinkholes happen all over on the eastern part of the world. Out there, small, that can happen to the world. You let it touch from the south, it still happens. So that's mercy. Well, those are showing you the greatest mercy, but they don't consider themselves. They don't even acknowledge what's on the inside. That's how we make sure we acknowledge the Lord. We exalt his name to all while you're over child. And we know we ain't even going enough when we do that. You can never do enough. You always fall short of giving the Lord glory. You got angels that literally were created to pray some 24/7 on the clock. They don't stop praying. So that shows you that you fall short. It's always give me glory. God bless my child glory. But you don't just give him the glory and not do what he told you to do. Because the moment you open your mouth to speak the Lord's name, he's watching you. Yeah. He said, how you want? He said, you're doing what you need to be doing in the ministry. Just sing my name. That's he called me the Lord.
You gotta make sure you're worthy.
You'll bring death your way. You gotta remember, the Lord is life and you die. You call his name, he say bring death into me. Be careful.
Next week, said, scripture say, he'll weak at your ignorance, you know. Once you know, then you held accountable, you know.
Hey,
So we can't take that lightly. We try to tell ourselves not to take that lightly. Don't have any lane, don't any lane. Even doing this ministry on the highway and the byway, you can't take this lightly. You know the importance behind this. The Lord didn't give this to everybody. So you got the eyes of the third heaven on, literally. You know, you got angels that's going to be clapping. Say when one is brought back, angels rejoice. So you say them names, you gotta make sure you know what you're supposed to do. Because now they call the Lord's name. I already said what do. It can work. It can be better. You don't want to be those dudes. You want to be lukewarm. So lukewarm, get spewed out his mouth. It's a bad taste in the tongue. You be hot or cold. I'd rather you be cold rather than lukewarm. So if the Lord don't want you to be cold, he don't want you to be lukewarm. You gotta be hot. He didn't say you don't want you to be cold. You have to be hot, or you ain't gonna do it. So you know if you fall short of being hot, you touch something hot, you get burned. Yeah.
and it says verse 9. It says the Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
That's
Yeah. Okay, fine. As some man count, no, Salaki. It says, verse 7, it says, but the heavens and earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
That's the only reason this shit still stands.
yeah.
It's running for a day.
Yeah.
The Lord didn't see it.
That day. America has an expiration date.
And we say, damn, this place getting so wicked. But we actually see the judgment, like, yo,
Yeah.
see by the Lord later.
Yeah.
Judgment's gonna be so bad. You gotta think, it was a
Fucking frack.
Yeah.
It's gonna say, was he angry at the trees and the waters?
yeah.
Like, man,
Oh,
Oh, Larry, that's it. The utmost shit. Hey, the bullshit. Oh,
I see. I was watching JJK. It was an episode. It was episode 6. And these niggas in the restaurant. And some demon. He had some type of power. he put motherfuckers on fire, like just in an instant. And these niggas just burning, and they spirit still in them, they just burning. I said, wow, and they showing these shits to the show, and I'm like, just imagine when the Lord really bring that nigga like screaming, bro.
Man, that was on fire. He was in so much pain, he went up the steps and came back down. He didn't think to stop, drop, roll, nothing.
Or the nigga
He ran back in the fire. Damn. He ran out the fire. He ran back in the fire. You see this nigga? Yeah. Like, that's, you don't want to part, you don't want, and this fire will be different. This is that spiritual, like always say about the Son of the sulfur.
Yeah.
It's been burned, properly, but it's different. You can't find that too many.
Nobody ever seen a purple flame. It was like they said the hottest flame was always a blue flame. That joint was purple.
So that's heavenly spiritual. So the nukes, them nukes is spiritual fire. That ain't gonna be your normal type of fire. And even the fire now will fucking destroy it. So imagine what the Lord is. Your spirit might, your flesh will consume. The scripture says your tongue, matter of fact, brother, your tongue should be your eyes consumed. Because he might, the Lord is the power of the spirit, so your spirit might still feel that shit. Feel like how you feel for the body and spirit, soul, and hell. Your ass, your flesh gone. What you say?
That Sarah Connor joint. I always think about that Terminator. Yeah, she holding on to the fence. All you really see is bone. You don't even see skin no more. Her voice still young. She ain't got no vocal cords, and she said,
You know, people get shot because they always talk about it in the trades when somebody get electrocuted or not electrocuted, shot. But electrocuted means you dead, and that's right. But when you get shot, you still you can't even move. Your body so tensed up. So you like you feeling every fucking thing, but you still you still alive.
They showed the guy
You
dancing.
had that when that fire comes, bro.
Yeah, they showed that guy dancing. He was in the party, and he was dancing. And he went to, I guess he kind of lost his balance a little bit. So he went to go grab him. You know, fight man. They think he's still dancing. He can't run up. But he can't let go of the hand. You know?
That's why the scripture says people join me by the terror of the Lord. That's a little different thing about it. We got a false thing. We know what's coming. You see what
That's what I'm
I want to fight this shot. Shit's crazy. Shit's scary. On the lap too.
That's
Trying to fix a faulty light bulb. And I'm supposed to be watching. He's so high in the head. And he must say, pay attention, all you heard is zip. It ain't funny. But the only thing that saved him is his foot got caught on the ladder. He got upside down. Yeah.
Fucking move so fast, bro. That shit go across the because electricity it has no path. Like it goes to whatever path it can take. So you don't got no resistance. That shit can pass through your heart, go across your heart, and it's gonna hit the ground.
we electric beings, so that's negative currency. We ain't static sharp.
Right.
We got that working. We got that ability.
It's like fuck around and get shot. Unplug that amplifier.
This is Zechariah 14:12, and it said, and this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
They ain't gonna be able to talk their food.
Yeah.
These people are wicked. These people are so fucking
Sit down.
Verse 13, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day, that a great tumult from Yahweh shall be among them. They shall lay hold everyone on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. And Judah also shall
I
fight.
can't wait to get you to each other.
Mhm.
He's still there. Like the Joker said in Dark Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Think about that neighbor, Jimmy been letting come over every Sunday to have Esau don't have cookouts, he have barbecues. You know what I mean? And then that food gone, you're gonna be looking in your backyard and that neighbor will be there, trying to get you.
Like 40 acres.
Oh, yeah. You see that?
They in that 40 acres, they trying to crucify there.
Yeah.
Got to the ground.
Yeah.
Put him in his hand.
Get his neck.
Oh, yeah, it was so slow. That shit, he like, he really,
He took that shit off. He stabbed on him. But it was eagle.
he get up.
He knew he had no daughters.
He got to go get his daughters.
Yeah.
They was fighting cannibals.
Yeah.
The cannibal scout was able to sneak on their land. They lured the dope nigga out.
Yeah.
The cannibals get on their land. They had to fight over the cannibals.
And they was all Edomites.
They always, that's what you gonna have. That's what you gonna have. Man. The scripture speak about them eating each other flesh.
And nigga cut the lights out, got the. I said, ooh, that nigga.
Cannibal game.
That book of Eli, that old couple.
Yeah.
And they got it on Netflix, bro. I'm about to watch that tonight, man.
I'm bringing out your sweet. You found some meat.
They got that shake and shit.
Yeah, 'cause that's a sign of the
That's a symptom.
So back to Lisa, and they established James, Burke, Jamestown, and all that shit. That's what he was going to do. Cannibalizing each other, because they couldn't adapt to the terrain, and Gad was fucking them up. On top of that, so they was their babies would die. They eat the babies. They had to
The
live.
sad part about that, Drake gonna be doing scriptures too. Drake was doing that shit too. Drake just was wild. The only thing that separates Drake from these heathens is the laws. Just like a heathen. It's the ways of the Lord that makes you holy. So make sure y'all should holy. Get you. Damn. Why ain't your melanin? There's hella nations with melanin. Yeah. It's the law that's separates you. So you don't have these moral principles and things, you won't be baby. That's right. And then result to your peace nature. You're all peace. The laws take from the peace nature. These people ain't gonna operate on them laws. They're gonna operate on it now. That's right. They're gonna get so hungry that they're gonna use their senses and their things. You need anything, you have anything, man. That's why we say you're gonna be born in the spirit of weapons. I'm gonna get the lunch to right. That's why I won't bang the camera.
I was really feeling hot, boy. And she was knocking them niggas down from the window. I'm like, it's more. Because remember the Edomite nigga with the glasses, he said it's a lot more was than you think. And when he said that, I said, yeah, they already killed a whole bunch. How much fucking more can it be? It's overwhelming, bro. And then last night, man, I was doing fucking I never knew so much motherfuckers living happy, bro. Straight niggas, bro. And all these niggas had costumes, just tripping shit. I said, oh, that's the anime come. I'm like, these niggas out here getting candy, and your SNAP benefits go. You ain't worried about food. You out here getting candy and shit. What a protest at?
The thing about it, and let's see, the thing about that, you still in your body with all that sugar, that fucks you up and that's fast too. Sugar withdrawal and all that shit. You got to prepare now. You got to slow down so you can't get so hard. The family, that family was really going to turn this place apart.
Verse 14, Zechariah 14, it says, and Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the heathen realm shall be gathered together, gold and silver and apparel.
Okay, so I'm gonna just go straight to the point. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering toward usward, not willing that any should perish, but that shall all come to repentance. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Okay, yeah. So that great noise, man. You know, hey, Joel the second chapter, man. Those nuclear missiles, nuclear missile capabilities, nuclear warheads, right? Because China, they reached that was like September 3rd, speaking about the hydro bomb. And I think it said like 6,000 warheads and one, nuclear missile, so on and so forth, man. And they can reach any. They said without the four corners of the earth, they can hit anywhere within 20 minutes. So that great, it can't. It can go through any defense system. So hey, that's the Lord put the spirit on these damn heathens and these scientists to make these type of weapons to fulfill this prophecy that we just read about, man. That great noise is gonna be something different.
They all shoot. Anybody that got nukes on that, they gonna shoot. Because they're gonna get word of what's happening.
Shoot off. What's the point? Fire the missiles and fucking back.
They the best man win. They the best man survive. They gonna be, because they know what comes with that. We know what's really gonna happen. Y'all show us kingdom is gonna be stale. Out of that chaos, that's fireworks. Tired of this shit. It's going through a cycle of habitual just oppression, paying bills, working jobs, seeing your people in a very low state, low frequency music, low frequency food, low frequency medicine, keeping you all fucked up daily. I'm tired of this shit, man.
Yeah.
Lack of sleep.
If I may say though,
Sleep posture messed up, picking up.
We got a clock in it. Bro, I said, man, I think I'm traumatized. I'm scrolling through TikTok, fucking alarm and shit.
Yeah.
And my fucking heart stopped. I just sat there. I said, damn, I'm thinking I gotta go to work and shit.
That shit is happening. Like you said, you go set your alarm before you gotta work. Man, that shit fucking give me PTSD.
And tell me, man, I'm fucked up. I said, I'm gonna sleep. I said, you ain't going back to sleep? I said,
You put in your bed and shit. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
you having bad work training.
Fuck, I'm late.
Yeah. No, I just want to say real quick, y'all brothers mentioned medicine. Some bros gotta take these fellas medicine. But what I will say is try to do your due diligence on things that will assist with whatever ailment you're dealing with and try to draw back from these sources.
Yes.
Do a little trial and error. You know what I mean? 'Cause, y'all know, this medicine, some of it might help, but most of it is just a Band-Aid. It ain't actually curing or healing. You know what I mean? So try to do your little research, bros in the herbs and all that, so little by little, and see if it works. If it don't work, pray to the Lord, but,
Yeah, because these medicines is pretty much just a synthetic version of the actual herbs.
yeah. What's happening? What's up?
No, go ahead.
Now, what Cat Williams said to stand up, he said, if I'm coming you for because I can't breathe and the side effects is wheezing, well, what the fuck did I come to you for? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
These salt based some other shit in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See the devil.
Like my joint, she just had to get every 6 months because of the medicine she takes. She has to get her liver checked because these pills be busting your kidneys and me. So try at your best to do. Next thing I'm about to get on is that cold water.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? The cold water has to get up, and it's good for your mouth, teeth, and gums. The bros that can't get to the damage, so you have to mouthwash. Right.
We're gonna wrap it up though. Lord, this is the edifying camp. We're gonna give all praise to the Lord. If all to the elder apostles, the great Lord, so we're gonna be the true folk, shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Shalom.